Jai Swaminarayan, myself Kumudini Nalaude, Atmi Green School, Standard 6, subject Maths. Now today we will start our new chapter, mensuration, chapter 10. Okay, the name itself gives us an idea of this chapter. Mensuration means measurement. It is according to the measurement. So measurement means it may be the length, breadth, then width, or we can say height, then perimeter, area, whatever the measurement, it includes during in this chapter mensuration. Okay, so let's start our introduction. Everyone, take your book in introduction. Okay, so always keep a book aside when our videos are when we are studying with the help of videos. Okay, so let's start. When we talk about some plane figure as shown below, we can see here on the screen, we think of their regions and their boundaries. We need to some measures to compare them. We look into this now. So see this figure. So first is closed figure. I think first, second, third, fourth, all are the closed figures, right? So we can measure first figure because it is polygon, is it? Because it is made up of line segments. So we can measure with the if we measure the line segments, or we can say sides of the first figure, then we can measure its perimeter also. Now tell me about the second figure. Definitely it is a closer figure, but can we measure the length and or we can say perimeter? It is a zigzag, it is not made up of line segments. Okay, so that's why it is quite difficult to measure it. Okay, now next third figure, I think it is a 1 2 3 4 5, it's a pentagon, right? A B C D E. Fine, I can show you on the screen also. See here. Okay, so it is a pentagon, and if we measure these sides of a pentagon, we can measure the sides of a pentagon, and we can also measure the length, we can say perimeter of a pentagon, or we can find out the area of a pentagon also. Get it? Now fourth figure is triangle. So it is also closed figure. Of course it is made up of line segments. If we know, or we can measure the length of this triangles, sides of this triangle, so we can measure the perimeter and area also. Get it? Now our next topic is perimeter. So can anyone define? I think from the fourth standard we are studying about the perimeter. So can anyone define me what is perimeter? Actually there are so many definitions, but one I can say one definition is there. Perimeter is equal to sum of all sides, whatever it is a type of polygon, because polygon is made up of line segment, whether it may be 3 or it may be 10. Okay, but it is made up of line segment. That means sum of all sides give us the perimeter. So what is the definition of perimeter? Perimeter is equal to sum of all sides. Okay, now see here. Actually see, we can say here, if I want to measure this perimeter of a triangle. Okay, suppose this is the we can say this is the ground. Okay, and I will start walking from this S point. Okay, so I will start to walk from this point to next vertex, then I will go to the second vertex, and I will come back to the first one. So the total distance traveled by me is the perimeter. Get it? Okay, then next thing, same figure, same situation, though it is a plus it is a different type of polygon, or we can say different diagram rather than triangle. Same, if I stand here and I will, this is the diagram of a playground where I complete my one round. Okay, taking a round, one round, that means I cover all the length of that ground, right? So see here, if I am standing here, so I will run or walk up to this, then I will come to this stop, then I will come to here, next here, down, right side, down, left side, down, left side, up, and on the left, and I will come to the first point, right? So the distance traveled by me means the total length of this figure, isn't it? See, it is the total length of the playground around which I have run or I walk. Get it? Now you have to walk on this ground. Okay, see, suppose if you are standing here, okay, this is the playground of this shape. What is the shape of this playground? Can anyone tell me? It is a parallelogram na? So if you are standing here, you are walking up to this vertex, then you go towards the right side up to this vertex, then move down up to this vertex, and from at the first point. Okay, so the distance covered by you around this playground means the perimeter of this playground or perimeter of this diagram. Get it? Next, see here, uh, the distance covered is equal to the or otherwise we can say here, it is the distance traveled by you the distance traveled by you around the playground. Otherwise we can say it is a garden or a space around which you have to make a we have to protect it with the help of wire, right? So most of the time we have make it for protection, right? So it is the distance covered is equal to the length of the wire used here, or otherwise the total distance traveled by you. Okay, this distance is known as the parameter of a closed figure. Okay, so you can take the walking distance, or we can say the distance through which this wire hole covered the same playground. Okay, so that means what is the definition of perimeter? The distance, no, the total distance around the given figure of or we can say closure figure is the perimeter of a closure figure. The length of wire needed to form a figure. The idea of perimeter is widely used in our daily life. Of course, most of the time this perimeter is used. See where a farmer who want to fence his field, definitely any farmer want to fence his field for protection. And one more thing, we also make the fence around our house also. Okay, an engineer who plans to build a compound wall all side of a all side of a house. Okay, then a person preparing a track to conduct a sport, that's what we are considering. Okay, all these people use the idea of perimeter. See, when farmer wants to make to fence his field, that means he use the total wire used is the total distance covered over the given boundaries of the field. Then next thing, an engineer want to build a wall around his house, same process. Around his house, how many area is there? We have complete the total distance around it. And the last, that is we are considering you or me who is walking or running around the track, is the total distance of that playground. Get it? Perimeter is the distance covered along the boundary forming a closure figure when you